there, you guys. I wanted to talk about a couple of products that we have, again, in our Thieves line. I just love the Thieves line. I'll tell you, every home needs to have the Thieves cleaning and all the cleaning products in their home, because they're very versatile, they're very convenient, and they're very safe. You know, we're exposed to so many chemicals out there in the world that we don't need extra chemicals in our home. And as you might know, they're saying that the air inside our homes is some of the most unhealthy air out there, because we have so many chemicals in things that we can't even avoid, like in our carpets and in the paint and in area rugs, and you know, in all of these things that we have around our house that emit furniture, all that kind of stuff. So when it comes to our cleaning products, we want to choose things that are safe and effective. And of course, our Thieves line is all of that, safe and effective. So the first thing I want to talk about was the Thieves Spray. So this Thieves Spray I keep with me all the time. I have it in my bag, in my Lucci bag, which has all of my oils in it. And this is so versatile. And when you're out and about and you don't know who's touched what, when you go grocery shopping or what have you, you can spray this on the handle of the grocery cart, because you don't want to use those Clorox wipes. Yuck. I probably shouldn't have said that word, but anyway, all of those commercial wipes have really bad chemicals in them that you don't want to touch, and you certainly don't want your children and your grandchildren touching that stuff. But you also want to have the surface cleaned so that you're not picking up a whole bunch of cooties out there. So the Thieves Spray is really good. You keep it in your purse, you spray it on the grocery shopping cart, you spray it on the knobs at restaurant bathrooms, you spray it on the toilet seats. If they don't have toilet seat covers, you can spray it, let it sit for a few seconds, and then wipe it off with toilet paper. Or you don't have to. You can just keep it right on there. You can spray anything that you come in contact with. You can spray this. You can also use it as a little quick area cleanup. Maybe you've opened some meat on your counter, you can use that just to kind of clean up the space that you've been working on. So the Thieves Cleaner is really great to have around the home, around the office, in your purse, in the garage, wherever you're going to be touching things that might have cooties on there that you don't necessarily want to get on you, and especially you don't want on your children and your little ones, okay? The other thing I wanted to talk about was the Thieves Cleaner. Now this stuff, I'm telling you, is a miracle in the bottle. I put it in a spray bottle, and of course I label it. Now they have some really pretty fancy Thieves Spray bottles out there that you can buy. You might be able to get them on the Young Living website, but I know you can also buy them through Web Science Publishing and some other third-party resources like that. So I dilute it a little bit differently, and on the back of this, it has a little recipe of how you want to dilute it. So if you want, most cleaning applications is 30 parts water to 1 part cleaner. So that is amazingly concentrated in this bottle. So it lasts a really long time. So this bottle, this whole bottle diluted, ends up being like a dime or something. That's certainly a lot less expensive than household cleaners that you're going to buy at the store, and it's not going to have any of the toxic waste in there that you don't want around your home. So I usually put about 22 or 25 to 1 in my cleaning bottle here. And then I know that, because some of you might know that my husband and I own a paintball park. And when you shoot the paintballs, those paintballs are filled with a gelatin and some coloring and things like that, and soap. And so it gets all over everything. I'll tell you, this Thieves Cleaner has saved the day at my paintball park. And it cleans those guns, and it cleans the mask lickety split with no residue. And I don't mind my daughter or my husband or myself cleaning those things with no gloves on, because you're not getting anything bad in there. Some of you might have heard of a Young Living Diamond. Her name is Mary Star Carter, and she also used to be a chiropractor like myself. She was talking about how she was cleaning with the Thieves Cleaner one day, and she kind of got a little distracted. And she looked over, and her little boy, who was a toddler at the time, was actually sucking on the nozzle. Did she freak out? No, of course not, because she knew it was Thieves Cleaner in there, and it might not have tasted so great, but it was not going to harm him. Now, just like the Thieves Spray, these are for external use only, but even if you do get them in your mouth or on your hands or whatever, and it absorbs it, it's not going to harm you at all, and it might not taste very good, but it's not going to hurt you, so that's really important. So they have recipes on here for heavy degreasing and light degreasing. We use this on our floors, we use this to clean the bathroom and to clean our kitchen, and just an all-around great household cleaner. Everybody should have this in their home for efficiency and for safety. So those are the two products I wanted to highlight today. You go on your website and check it out. It also has some great recipes of how to make a window cleaner and some other things on there for the Thieves Spray, the Thieves Cleaner. I know some people even put a little bit in their washing machine if they want to brighten their clothes a little bit. So all sorts of versatile uses. You guys have an oily day.